And we are live! What's up, everybody? I'm Bren. Welcome to Trades by Bren. Let's get this party started, baby. We are day trading the S&P 500 futures. Let's have a look at yesterday. This is yesterday. That was Friday. I pointed out this key support area. Support and resistance. One of the most important, the most important thing to understand in all of trading. Notice when we came into this area, we bounced out, right? We bounced out. And then we came into this area again, we bounced out again. So all I said here was I think what happened here and here probably will happen again. So I bought here and got to move up here. So that's called making money by clicking buttons, which feels good, doesn't it? Don't you agree? That's why we're all here, right? So notice this area that I marked off, right? That I'm talking to you about here. We can actually now extend this support area, right? Because look, oh shit. Okay, so you can actually see that this is still kind of an area of support. I mean, we got down even close. And then we bounced up again, right? And then we got down again, and then we bounced up again. So what you can see now forming is a broad channel. So the bears are trying to get a move down. If we switch to the daily chart, this is the daily chart. It's always good to look at higher time frames to get a sense of, the bigger picture. This is the weekly chart. Let's switch to the daily chart. So this is the S&P 500 futures. We've been in this bull rally since October 30th, right? It's a nice bull rally. And what I like to do is draw a trend line. You got to know how to draw lines if you want to trade. And it's really simple. You just connect the lows. Just connect the lows, baby. And then I like to make it green because it's a bull trend line. So this is kind of what's happening now on we broke the all-time high, right? And now we've been going sideways a little bit, okay? So the bulls are trying to hold the price here and they're wanting to move up, right? So let's see if the buyers come in, and that's one possibility. Another possibility is the bears make some damage to the bull case, right? You can see that after all of these attempts, right? These are attempts by the bears to try and crack this support area, and one of these attempts is going to succeed. They failed, and they failed, and now they're trying again. It looks like they're failing again, but they will eventually succeed. So will it happen today? Will it happen right now? We don't know, but it doesn't look like it, right? Because most recently they failed, right? What does that tell you? That if you're not familiar with candlestick charts, here's how it works, okay? These guys, the red candles on my chart are the black candles, okay? I like to keep it black and white because it helps keep my emotions level, okay? But this is how it works, right? You got high, low, open, close. If it's a red candle, it starts up and then goes down. If it's a bullish candle green, then it starts low and goes up, okay? So that's what we're talking about here with these candlestick charts. And as you can see on my chart, I've got a couple indicators. By the way, this is going to be the trading channel with the best music. You mark my words, okay? Okay, so you can see some buyers coming in, but we've got to wait for this close and see what happens. Our mantra on this channel is anything goes until the bar close. So the beginners get impulsive, and when they see something like that, they go, oh, I gotta buy, right? But this candle right here, notice the counter on the right? We're counting down. This is a 5-minute chart. The appearance of this candle can look one way and then completely flip. Look, it's happening right now. Look, that looked bullish and now it looks bearish. So You gotta wait for that counter to get down to the last few seconds to be able to make decisions. Otherwise, you'll be entering a position based on insufficient, incomplete data, and it's a really good way to lose money. So we like to make money here. Would you rather make money or lose money? You decide. If you want to make money, wait for the candle to close. If you want to make money, anything goes until the bar closes. Adopt the mantra, okay? Now, if you're curious about how I trade and what I look for, here are some of my charts, okay? I'm going for what I consider a swing. Now, some people consider a swing like a trade that lasts multiple days. I just consider a swing like a couple legs up, okay, or a couple legs down. So on the ES, which is what I'm trading, the S&P 5 or the MES, S&P 500 futures, I'm looking for about 15 points or something like that. But let me show you exactly the kind of things that I look for. Here's an example, right? We had a trading range, not too different than right now, right? Sideways price action. And then we had a bear breakout, okay? And then this would be a breakout below the trading range. And then I would get long here and then hold for a measure move. So my profit targets are almost always measured move profit targets. And what's a measure move profit target? I use a Fibonacci retracement tool, which is this guy right here, okay? And I have the settings so that all it does is it gives me two equidistant moves. You see that? So this is how I take profits, right? And if we look at yesterday, this is exactly how I made this trade, right? So here's a pretty straightforward way to make money with day trading. Look for a pattern, okay, that gives you an idea of the direction. This is what I did here. To me, a buy signal is 2 consecutive bull bars with at least one closing near its high, okay? So if I look at my strategy, that's what my strategy says is a buy signal. 2 consecutive bull bars with one closing on or near its high. Now, if you're a beginner, that's the only thing that you know how to look for is just look at this pattern on the chart. But the thing in trading is that you have to consider the context, right? So I saw this move down, and then I had this area marked out. So, and then I also knew what was happening on the daily chart was this, meaning strong bull channel, meaning strong buying pressure, meaning high probability for continued buying because there's a lot of buyers present. And so all of this was probably profit taking. And then once I saw a confirmation, that's when I got long here. Now we're talking about measure move profit targets. So here's how this trade worked. Yesterday, this was right around 8:15. I see this, I get long here. I put my stop here. I go 2 ticks below that signal bar. So that gives me a 6-point stop. Now, where do I put my profit target? Right at the top of that measured move. So I take my profit target, I drag it all the way up here, okay? And then I go down 2 ticks because I want to give myself a little bit of room there. And I hold until that premise is invalidated. Now, the premise would be invalidated if we actually cracked this low. And we didn't. As you can see, we just got that move up. So that's my way of taking profits. And that's just the best way that I found to do it. Now, I also actually added on here, okay? That's why I marked that green. So if you're executing your process and you see your setup and then you see your setup again, that gives you reason to add on. Now, that's something I'm still practicing, something I'm still getting, I'm still working on developing that skill. Because it's difficult to add on because you can get nervous and it adds to the emotional pressure. And also you have to start with a smaller position if you want to be able to add on, right? So if you want to be able to do this like a professional, meaning not a gambler, okay, we do not support just like putting crazy risk on and treating this like some sort of casino. We're looking at doing this like a professional. And a professional trader, in my view, is someone whose job is to execute their process consistently according to their rules and procedures. That's my job. And if you want to do this like a professional, that's your job as well, okay? So again, my job is to execute my process consistently according to my rules and procedures. You can write that down and say it as many times as you need to. I'm saying it to myself every day to make sure that I get that in my fucking skull, okay? And then have fun too. Have fun too, man. Drink coffee, because it's early, man. 7 a.m., baby. 7 a.m. I woke up at 5:30 this morning. And I feel good. I feel good. I meditated. I did my Wim Hof breath work. I did my sauna. I did my cold plunge. I did my meditation, my prayer. I got right within. I got my morning smoothie. You got to take care of your health. This is a very stressful job. We will be the trading channel with the best music, mark my words. Okay, so you guys see this? That's buying pressure. That's buying pressure. So the bulls are like, not happening. The bulls are like, I call it a fuck you candle. Right? It's like, the bears are like, we're gonna cause some damage to the bull case. And then this guy right here would be called a fuck you candle. Because it's like, no. The bulls are like, fuck you bears. We're in control of this market. And they are, right? But they're battling it out. So what we're gonna see is a breakout at some point. So if we look to the left, we can see that we're in this trading range. Now the trading range is condensing, and that's what happens with trading ranges. They call it consolidation, right? All these fucking fancy terms in trading. I'm not with the fancy terms. If you're with me, we're gonna keep it simple and straightforward. We're gonna use regular language, okay? We're not gonna use 7 syllables when we can use 1. I'm not gonna say buy side liquidity, when I could just say support. Come on! Come on! So, point being, this is a trading range because we're going up and down and up and down and up and down, right? So I like to mark these guys. Why? Because at some point we're gonna have a breakout. We're gonna have a breakout of this trading range. So it's good to know that. And when we do get a breakout of the trading range, you can use your measured move, right? So if this is the trading range, right, that means there's a high probability that we will either get a move up, okay, which would mean something like, I don't know, maybe from here to here, okay, about 20 points, which is about what I look for as I was showing you guys on my charts. Where'd my charts go? Yeah, they're my charts. Okay, as I was showing you guys, right? This is like the kind of thing that I look for. 16 points, right? 16 point stop loss, 16 point profit target. Notice I'm using the measure move here on all these. These are all measure move profit targets. 9 point stop loss, 14 point profit target, right? Let's see here. Okay, 17 point profit target. So this is pretty much what I look for. 15 point profit target, 15 point stop, right? So that's the kind of thing that I look for, and that's the kind of thing that I'm looking for right now. And one of the very most common outcomes is you get a trading range and then you get a breakout of the trading range. It's called consolidation, like we were saying. So the price will consolidate and then it'll break out, right? Like contracting and expanding. Now, one other possibility is that we could get a breakout to the downside, okay? So then you move the measure move down here, and instead of this guy, we see something like this, okay? And we would put our profit target right here. So that's how we roll in, baby. And what do I think that's likely that we'll get a move down? Probably not, because the buyers keep coming in. But also you could say that you can make the same argument, because look, the sellers came in here, the sellers came in here, and the sellers came in here. So what you have right now is two-sided trading, two-sided trading. I mean, it's 50-50. You know, when it's 50-50, it's just not the best for trading. And if you are going to trade, you want to trade at the extremes, meaning you want something here or you want something up here. So I'm tempted to take this guy, but I just don't like this area. I don't like this location because we're right in the middle of the trading range, right? In the middle of the trading range, they call this no man's land, right? This is the middle, right? So it's like the worst possible location for a trade. Now we're a little bit below that, so I guess you could take this guy for a long, maybe, but I'd rather wait till we get, you know, maybe we're breaking out. I mean, that's a really strong sell signal. So who knows? Basically, a lot of trading is waiting. And that's what we're doing right now. We're waiting, baby. We're waiting, we're having a good time. We're day trading, we're clicking buttons, we're making money. A lot of trading is waiting. And while you're waiting, you might as well have a good time, right? The trading channel with the best beats. Mark my words. Will the Bears get follow through? The Bears failed to follow through here. The Bears failed to get follow through here. They failed to get follow through here. They failed to get follow through here. Too many buyers down there. Now, will the Bears get follow through? I've been saying one of these attempts is going to succeed. So maybe it'll be now. Maybe it won't. Let's see. We got 1 minute and 51 seconds on this candle. Again, if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about with these candles, have a look at this chart. This is how it works. High, low, open, close. HLOC. Right here. If you're a beginner, this is something you want to study very closely. If you're not a beginner, you know this and it's very obvious to you already. So, see, this would be nice, right? This is the kind of thing I look for. 29-point measure move. That's a long hold. That's a 5-hour hold time. Take a lot of patience, but doable. 13-point profit target, 9-point stop loss. 45-point. This is a banger right here. Okay, looks like the Bears are failing to get follow through again. Which would mean that'd be a, you know, possible long. Right. But, you know, it's not great. Again, bad location. Anything goes until the bar closes. That's the mantra. You just wait for that bar close and then you make your decision. Easier said than done. Hey, Michael. Michael, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Michael. Let us know where you're streaming in from. I'm streaming from San Diego, baby. Beautiful, sunny San Diego. I'm looking out at the sun rising over the coastline. Where are you streaming in from, Michael? Where did I learn how to trade? Al Brooks. BrooksTradingCourse.com. That's how I learned to trade. Michael, where are you streaming it from? What city? Greensboro, North Carolina. Awesome, man. Welcome. Shout out to Greensboro, North Carolina. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here, my man. I appreciate you. I hope you come back tomorrow. Let me know if you have any other questions. Let me know if you're new or are you beginner, intermediate, or advanced trader? Okay, so this is looking like a decent long here. But like I said, it's just a bad location. All right, we're back. Michael said he's a low-level intermediate. Cool, man. That's awesome. Beginner to intermediate. Awesome. What do you trade, Michael? Man, when the bars come in, they come in strong, huh? Michael trades options. Nice. Let us know what city you're streaming in from in the chat, guys. Thank you for being here. This is Trades by Bren. I'm Bren. Yeah, see, you see how this candle's struggling? You see this? You guys can see that? That's why I didn't take that trade. Because there's a lot of selling pressure, right? There's buying pressure and selling pressure. Really, what we're in here is a triangle. And you can draw it. Let's draw the triangle. Let's draw the triangle, right? That's what we've been talking about, consolidation. It's getting more and more compressed, more and more compressed. And then eventually, it gets more condensed, more condensed, more condensed, and then you get the big bang, right? Either down or up. We call that a breakout, aka Big Bang Theory. Yes, Michael, I am on IG. Look me up, Trades by Bren. I'm on TikTok as well. Trades by Brent. It Trades by Brent all across all platforms. Michael said he killed many bankroll slash accounts. Down 80%. Damn, Michael. I feel your pain, brother. We call that paying dues, my friends. As long as you're learning from your mistakes. As long as you're learning from your mistakes, we call that paying dues. And yes, Michael asked me if I'm on IG, and the answer is yes. Trades by Brent. Look me up. It's the bears and the bulls battling it out. Will the bulls break out or will the bears break out? What's it gonna be? In a trading range, you spend most of your time around the average price. The blue line is the exponential moving average. That's the average price. And as you can see, we're spending all this time around the average price, right? And then we get a little bit away from the average price and the price gets sucked back down towards the average price. Same with here. It gets sucked back towards the average price. So as long as that's happening, you have a market condition called a trading range. And so the way you trade that is you want to buy low or sell high. Meaning if you're up here in this area, you want to short, right? Betting that the price will go down and get sucked back to the moving average. And if you're down in this area, you want to buy, betting that the price will get sucked back towards the moving average. So that's how you trade a trading range. The problem is I don't like trading ranges so much because the opportunities are limited. You just get a little points here, little points there. Hey, Michael, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And come back next time, brother. It's good to meet you. Yeah, so the points are limited, right? Like I was trying to show you guys. This is what I like. I like these, what I call swings, right? Where I can get 30 points, right? This is more like what we're dealing with today, right? You know, this kind of looks like this a little bit. You know, the bars are really condensed. Everything's kind of smushed together. Oh. And the points are just limited, right? Because think about it. Let's say you buy here, right? Let's say I were to get long here. My profit target's going to be about the ATR. ATR is the average bar size. So if I take the measuring tool and I measure the length of that bar, it's about 4 points, right? If I take the measuring tool and I measure the size of this bar, it's about 3 points. How about that black bear bar? About 5 points, okay? Now I have a tool on my chart called the ATR. Look at the bottom left. If I put my cursor here, it tells me the ATR for the last 5 bars. Okay, so that means the ATR is about 3.86. So if I were to take a scalp, a quick small profit, I'm gonna get 3 points on that because my profit target's gonna be, you know, a little bit, maybe I go for 3.5, right? We gotta round down. So one option is like you get long here, you go for say 3.5, right? Basically exactly what I'm saying. We bet on the price getting sucked back to the moving average as soon as we get down here, which is a reasonable trade. It's just not my favorite. You know, my favorite is a breakout and a trend, and then a measured move profit target. Also, if we're to look at who's stronger, the bears or the bulls, at the moment, bears look stronger, don't they? I mean, let's just take from this session open. The opens here at the dotted line. Do you see black or white? Who's stronger, black or white? Slightly greater strength with the bears because of this, right? So let's see what happens here. It's really important to keep your energy up. when you're trading. We will either make money here or we will not. 2 minutes, 55 seconds on the candle. It's like we cannot get excited. We cannot decide that the trade worked. We just have to wait here, completely unattached. Completely unattached. It's like it works or it doesn't. Did we follow our setup according to our rules and procedures? Yeah, I just explained to you guys. I've been saying that to you guys all night. I mean all morning. We wanted to buy down here, so that's what I did. No, this will work or it won't. And then also, what's your profit target? Like I said, ATR. So ATR is 3.95. I set my profit target to 3.5. So will we make money here? Possibly. Will we miss my profit target by 1 tick? Maybe. But who gives a shit? You just follow. Remember what I said? My job is to execute my process consistently according to my rules and procedures. That's it. And you just chill, man. You just chill. You don't have to worry about trying to predict. You don't have to worry about, did I make the right decision or not? You just chill. Just chill. Relax. If as long as your strategy has an edge, the probabilities will work out over time. So the professional, they don't need to worry about what happens on a trade by trade basis because it doesn't matter. What matters is consistency. So that's all I care about. I care about adherence. Adherence, that's the word of the day. Adherence. Did you follow your rules? That's the word of the day. Adherence. That's how you make money consistently over time with this. Adherence. Case in point. Case in point. Trade worked. We made money, baby. We made money, baby. That's what we're talking about, right? It's a little profit. It's a little tiny profit. It's all good, man. It's all good. But do you see what I'm saying? That's how it works. Buy low. Here's what I said. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. And then profit target equals approximately the ATR. Okay? Buy low, sell high. And then the profit target equals the ATR. Okay? And do you see what I was saying? How that candle looks like looked like it wasn't gonna work out. The trade looked like it wasn't working almost the entire time, and then in the last couple of seconds, imagine if I was in there trying to monkey with shit. That's why you just trust your process. Okay, so what happened there is we came down, we broke out of this triangle, right? Notice I drew the triangle. And we broke out of the triangle here. See that? The green line, we cracked it, right? And then what happened? Breakout failed, right? If the breakout succeeded, we would have gotten consecutive bear bars down and a move down. But the breakout failed and the buyers came in. So like I've been saying, this is a support zone, right? I bought down here yesterday, right? And then look, we're actually making higher lows. So there's buyers down here. We can tell that. We can tell that. Man, that was a great entry. My job is to execute my process consistently according to my rules and procedures. That's the game. That's the game. Why does no one teach that? Why is no one on YouTube teaching that? Why is no one on YouTube saying, your job as a trader is to execute your process consistently according to your rules and procedures? I don't know why people aren't teaching that. They're teaching all this like magic bullet, magic formula, magic this, magic that. It's not magic, baby. It's consistency. Consistency is how you win this game. Consistency. Consistency. Consistently. Over and 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 over again. You gotta be like a machine, baby. You're trading against machines. Does that make sense? The trading channel with the best music, the best beats. Mark my words. Okay. Welcome to the stream. This is Trades by Bran. Hope you're doing well. Let us know where you're streaming in from. I'm coming to you live from beautiful San Diego. Beautiful, sunny San Diego, California. We're trading the S&P futures. Oh. Repeat all, that's what I want. Man, what a great trade. Okay, so Brandy bought here. Brandy poo brought here. Brandy bought here. And that's why you go for an ATR, profit target, right? I bought here, I got out here. And that's what you do in a trading range. Notice, as soon as we quickly get sucked back to the average price, which is that blue line, and then we reverse again. And it's like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. That's a trading range. It's like constantly reversing, constantly reversing. And then sometimes, you know, you can do the same trade over and over again if it works, right? Like you could possibly get long here again. Just take that same trade. That'd be a decent setup because you got a strong move down, right? So in trading ranges, you fade strong moves, betting on a reversal in the opposite direction. So you've got this super good looking bear bar, right? Right here. This guy. So you can go long when you see something like that because that's how trading ranges work. When there's a push in one direction and it's a strong push, because it's a trading range environment, you can expect a push in the opposite direction. And that's a trading range. It's like the bears and the bulls fighting it out, back and forth, two-sided trading. I don't like this because what I see is mounting selling pressure, right? What I see on this chart is I see all of these bars closing below the moving average, right? The moving average is that blue line. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 5 closing, well, more than that, right? Because this guy too. So since bar 8, right? If we draw here, if we start drawing it here, right? All these guys, and maybe this current bar, we got 3 minutes left, but we'll see. That would make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 closes below the moving average. So I just don't like that, because that shows that the bears are getting some building selling pressure. Selling pressure is building. Now, will we reverse here at the bottom of this triangle? Probably. But it's just better to be selective and to go for what you want. You know, go for what you like. And as I've been telling you guys from the beginning of the stream, this is a trading range, and I want to break out of the trading range, right? So I either want a breakout to the downside, which would mean, you know, move down here, or like we were saying, if we get a breakout to the upside, you take the measure move and you put it like this, right? So that would mean a move up here, right? And that would be about, let's measure it, you know, maybe 20 points or so, maybe 30 points. Well, probably more like 20 points. And like I was showing you guys on my charts, where are my charts? There they are. You know, I like these swings. For me, a swing is just, you know, a couple legs up or a couple legs down. 16-point trade, 16-point trade, 14-point trade, 17-point trade, right? Like that's kind of what I'm looking for. Air guitar, air guitar, air guitar. Will the Bears get a breakout? Will the Bears break out of this trading range? Probably not. The Bulls have owned this territory. Yeah, so my intuition is telling me that the selling pressure is mounting and that a move down might happen here. But there's just too many reasons to think that the buyers will come in, right? I mean, this key support area means that, okay, so I was explaining on the last stream that it's not about cracking support or resistance, and that as soon as you crack support, support turns into resistance, or as soon as you crack resistance, resistance turns into support. No, it's more like an area, right? It's not a key level, it's a key area. And what you want to do is you want to see how the price reacts when you get into that area, okay? So far, every time the price has gotten into this area, the buyers have come in. So if I'm going off the evidence, I gotta go off the evidence. The evidence is telling me that we can expect the market to continue to do what it's been doing. Markets have inertia. That's how price action works. That's how day trading is possible, because markets have inertia. What does that mean? It means things tend to do what they've been doing. An object in motion tends to stay in motion, right? These are things that apply in other areas. if you take a ball and you roll it down the street, it'll keep rolling for a while. And then if the ball stops, once the ball stops, it'll stop rolling. So if it's been rolling, it'll probably keep rolling. If it stops and it's not rolling, it probably stop. It won't suddenly start rolling, right? But the thing about trading is that the market will shift eventually. There's a cycle, right? We don't stay in a range forever. We condense and eventually, I mean, right now, the bears are trying and they're failing. The bulls are trying and they're failing. The bears tried and failed here. They tried and failed here. They tried and failed here. They tried and failed here. Now they're trying again. Will they fail? Possibly. And the same with the bulls, right? The bulls tried and failed here. The bulls tried and failed here. The bulls tried and failed here. Someone's going to eventually succeed, and the other side will get trapped. And when that happens, you get a trend, you get a move, you get what I'm looking for, right? Now, what's the word of the day? Adherence. So, as anxious as I am to participate, and as much as I want to actually take a trade and get in action here, I'm not. Switching to the 5-minute chart, easier to see things on a 5-minute. See, I don't see a reason to be long here because of all this selling pressure, you know. Yeah, there's 3 things you can do, right? 3 things. Buy, sell short, wait. Right now we're waiting, and a lot of trading's waiting. That's another mantra for today. I like this track so much. My spidey sense is telling me we're gonna get some move down. I mean, it's not that crazy. It was just because of this guy. There's something called the key feature of the day, where if you look at the market from the open, right, which is a dotted line, what stands out to you? Just like zoom out, and look at this chart and say, you know, which seems to be like the most significant feature on the chart? This guy. So, and then also, like I was pointing out to you, on top of that, since that guy, we've had all these closes below the moving average, which is a sign of mounting selling pressure. Testing the low of yesterday. Well, actually that's the low of yesterday, but this was the prior low at the end of the day yesterday. Let's see what happens here. Now here, buying long might be a good idea. But technically you just got a breakout, right? I drew this triangle. Now we have a breakout of the triangle. And we're moving into this key support area. And we're gonna do what? We're gonna watch and see how the price reacts. If this is a strong buy signal, I might want to be long. Why? Because you got 3 pushes down. 1, 2, 3. wedge bottom. Wedge bottom, buying at the bottom of a trading range. Decent entry. Coming back into that support area. Key support area. So we watch what happens when we come into this zone. Getting long. Betting on a bounce up like we did last time. Now, will I be wrong? Maybe. Will I be wrong? Maybe. I might be wrong, right? Because the bears have been making progress here. So, we'll see. But I like this because we've got 3 legs down. 1 leg down. 2 legs down. Three legs down. Oops. So that's why I like that for a long. ATR 3.6, going for 3.5. Okay, so we'll either get it or we won't. If we're wrong, we'll take the stop out and we'll reevaluate. But I think we might bounce just like we did here, right? We came into the support area and then we bounced right out of it. So I'm expecting we come right into this support area and we bounce right out of it. That's all I'm betting on. Simple. And I'll either be right or I won't. I don't really care about being right. I just care about doing the right thing. I just care about consistently executing my process according to my rules and procedures. That's it. And my strategy says, on the open, within the first 2 hours of the market, right? I'm looking for a reversal after a wedge bottom or a double bottom. So this makes sense according to my strategy. My strategy says that the probability of a reversal here is reasonable, as long as the signals are there. 12 seconds on the candle. Will the bears get the breakout? Maybe. Key support area. Bulls bought here previously. Will the buyers come in here again? We'll see. The ATR is now 3 points. So I'm going to move my profit target to 3 points. ATR is actually 3.2 points. So I think we can leave it at 3. Looks like we're gonna have to come down a little bit more before we go up. These reversals take so much patience. If you look at my video on my scalping strategy, which is on my channel, just go to my three-step scalping strategy. I show you an example there of how it just takes so much patience with these reversals, right? It just takes a lot of patience. You know, oftentimes it'll look like you are wrong for almost the whole time, the candle's forming. And then suddenly we get that move in the last few seconds. You know, or the move happens, but it doesn't happen exactly where you think. So you have to be flexible and disciplined. Both extremely important. If you're too flexible, you won't be able to execute your process consistently. If you're too rigid, you'll get attached to your position and your emotions will get the best of you. So it's a nice blend. Discipline and firm. That's what I've discovered it takes to do well at this. What does it take to do well at trading? Blend of discipline and firm. So the bulls are trying. They don't seem to be making much progress here, but as we say on the channel, anything goes until the bar close. Anything goes until the bar close. So we'll wait and see what happens. You know, we can see that a bear channel is forming. But a lot of times with the channel, the opposite side will, like if it's a bear channel, bulls will buy at new lows, right? So we've got a new low here. And the bears will take profits at new lows and the bulls will buy at new lows and scalp, right? And that's typical channel behavior. So I'd hate to get stopped out, but I also don't give a fuck. Right? Because I'm not worried about one trade. Not worried about one trade. Are you kidding me? I got bigger fish to fry. All I know is I'm thinking about my strategy and I'm doing what my strategy would say, right? So it looks like the bears are making more progress. But will they be able to reverse the market here? So if they weren't able to reverse it here, we might have to go a little lower, right? Like maybe we have to go down here. Maybe we're coming down to test that. Possible. Which is why my stop's down here. The fact that 19 was a doji. And that's why you use a stop loss. That's why you use a stop loss, to protect yourself. Now I could see the reversal happening here. So let's wait and see. So the thing to consider is, do we reverse? Is there something we missed? Or is the same thing happening just in a different way than we thought? That's the question. And we're gonna have to wait for this close to really be able to say. Bears making gains. 1, 2, 3 consecutive bear bars. You could just see this is a trading range. As soon as we got to the bottom, then we bounced, right? So, been saying all morning, what happens when we get into this key support area? Came into this key support area, bounced up. That's why there's a tail. Then we got a bull bar. Now we're getting a move up. So it's the same thing over and over and over again. I exited that last trade break even. And I'm actually glad because I exited that last trade break even because I could see my emotions start to wobble. When you get shaky emotionally, if you can get out break even, sometimes that's a good idea, or like leave the room, right? Because I was long here, so that would have been the correct position. But you have to have a way of managing your emotions. If you don't think that you have to manage your emotions just like you manage your position on the chart, you're dead wrong. So I have an emotional position, right? And I'm managing that, right? I'm like, is it stable, or are my emotions kind of starting to escalate? The second you feel your emotions starting to escalate, you need to have an action that you can take to be able to protect yourself from those emotions deteriorating your logic system, right? So we are not in, we're back to flat. And let's see, I was going for 3 points. Yeah, that would have worked out. The trade would have been fine just holding. But the emotions were just, yeah. So I've learned to have the discipline to just kind of like take a breather sometimes, So that's what I'm doing right now. I think I think there'll be another opportunity. There's always another better opportunity. Always. The market is a constant stream of endless, infinite opportunity, right? It's kind of the problem as much as the gift. It's like a curse as much as a gift, because you could just be so focused on trying to capture all these opportunities, like you end up losing too much, more than you make, right? So I'm interested in a good opportunity, not just any opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got this, was looking for good opportunities. Not just any opportunity, but good opportunities, baby. So we want a good opportunity, and we'll be looking for that. Elong D. Elong D. Thanks for joining us, man. Let us know in the chat where you're streaming in from. I'm streaming from San Diego. Where are you participating from? What city? Okay, so the same premise that I had there where I was like, okay, one leg down, two legs down, three legs down. And I thought, we could get a move up here. Same exact premise applies here. One leg down, two legs down, three legs down, right? So the market moves in twos and threes. So now we have a wedge bottom, and now we have a potential move up, right? We've spent the last couple hours, 6:30 to 8:30, the first 2 hours of the day, trying to push down. And what do? We pushed into this key support area that we drew on Friday, right? And then now the buyers are coming in just like they did yesterday. Now we got two consecutive bull bars. Look on the chart, okay? The day opened where the dotted line is. Tell me if you see two consecutive white bars. That's bull bars, okay? So did the bulls get two consecutive bars on the chart? One, no. One, no. One, no. One, no. One, no. One, no. Now we've got two consecutive bull bars, okay? So in 2 hours, the bulls failed to get two consecutive closes on the 5-minute chart until now, right? Until we pushed into this key support area. So now you've got some buying pressure coming in. It's like the first sign of some real buying pressure. But look at this candle. Barely closed. It didn't even close past its midpoint. Does the candle close past its midpoint? This is a very good thing to look at, right? So that's the midpoint. It was a couple ticks from behind it, right? So candle couldn't even close. So what that tells you is that there's selling pressure, right? So maybe we have to come back down and test, form a double bottom, then we go up, maybe. I mean, we'll see, right? Anything goes until the bar close. So we've got to wait for that candle to close and see what happens. But definitely reason to believe that this key support area will hold. But we do have to wait and see because we've been in this bear channel all day, all morning. It's been pretty weak, right? Like a 16-point move, 16 points in 2 hours. It's not strong. So it's not like the bears are super strong, but the selling pressure, right? The bears are stronger than the bulls. And how do you know that? It's really simple. Look at all the closes below the moving average. Okay, the average price tells you the context. And we've got all of these closes below the moving average. So since 7:15 a.m., the bulls haven't been able to get a single close above the moving average, which tells you that the market is bearish. Elong D, he's out in Las Cruces, New Mexico, watching the same charts. Awesome, man. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate you subscribing. And you're trading the MES as well. That's awesome. So some people like to know what I trade. If you're curious, man, these are the kind of things I look for. I look for a swing, and to me a swing is a 15 or 20 point move, something like that. Like 16 points where my stop loss and my profit target are at least 1-to-1. Ideally, I'm getting 1-to-2 risk to reward or something like that. But really simply, I'm just looking for a strong breakout, and I use a measured move profit target, and I'm looking for a breakout in a trend, maybe lasting an hour or two. Okay, so and then I'm looking to make about 20 points, about 13 points, about 14 points, about 17 points. Okay, so these are the kind of trades that I look for. 16 points, 21 points, right? And I'm willing to hold an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, right? My last live stream, if you look at my live stream on Thursday, I held for 3.5 hours on stream, and I added on a couple times. And that was really fun, building up a position. Okay, Albert, what's up? Albert coming in from Ontario, California. What's up, Albert? You're not too far from me. I'm in San Diego. Shout out to California, baby. All right, so we're still in this bear channel. As we're saying, the market's bearish. So let's just draw that line and let's make it red. Okay, so there's our trend line. And until we crack that line, we have reason to believe that we're bullish. I mean, that we're bearish, right? Because we're moving down. However, look at the context. Look at the daily chart, right? Look at the daily chart. This is the daily chart, right? We're in a strong bull trend on the daily. And we also cracked all-time highs, right? We closed strongly above all-time highs, and now we're going sideways a little bit. So we don't really know what's going to happen here. Probably more trading range price action. If we get a decent bull close here, maybe we get long again. We'll see. I don't like to trade more than a couple hours because I get worn down. Albert says, yes, sir. That's right. You will refer to me as sir. This is my channel. You're in my trade room. I am sir. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. It's fun. Trading is a lonely game. So it's nice to have some company. I appreciate you guys here. I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope you come back. By the way, this is the trading channel with the best beats, in case you didn't know. Best beats of any trading channel on YouTube. All right, so I think the bull's probably coming in here. Bull's looking to make a double bottom, right? Bull's looking for a double bottom right here. That's what the bulls are wanting. Double bottom and a move up, right? Now, is it crazy to think that we found a bottom right around this key support area? No, it's actually perfectly reasonable. That's what support means. And honestly, I would expect that because we're in this bull trend, right? We're in this bull trend on a higher time frame. That's a daily chart. So buy stop. Execution made. Bear selling at that bear trend line. ATR 3.97. Looking for a scalp? Hey, TSK, welcome to the stream. Let us know where you're streaming in from. What city? What city you coming in here from? I'm here in San Diego. We've got Albert from Ontario. We've got my boy Longy from New Mexico. TSK, where are you streaming in from, my man? Atlanta. Big shout out to Atlanta. TSK, thanks for being here. Shout out to Atlanta. Thank you guys for subscribing. He's originally from New York. What's up? East Coast, baby. We're clicking buttons and making money. That's how we do it here. And sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, right? And it's all good either way, because what? What's your job? What's my job? What's your job? My job is to consistently execute my process according to my rules and procedures. That's my job. So we take the losses and the wins, and it's all good either way. Because we know over time, the probability works out if our strategy has edge, and it does. And how do we know that? Through back testing. Let's see if the bulls can crack the moving average. I do not trade Forex. I trade to one chart and one chart only. You guys like the beats? How you guys like the beats? Hey, let me know in the chat what's your level of experience? Beginner, intermediate, advanced. I just like to get a sense of. Albert, no problem, man. Thank you for being here. Like I said, trading's a lonely game, so it's cool to have you guys to hang out with. And I hope you'll subscribe and check out my other videos, man. The channel's blowing up. I got like 2,000 subscribers in the last couple weeks. But yeah, let me know in the chat. Are you beginner, intermediate, or advanced trader? Bear selling at that trend line. Not good for the bulls. Not good for the bulls. That's actually a sell signal for trend continuation. Albert's a beginner. Albert says beginner. What about the rest of you guys? Beginner, intermediate, advanced. I got a few minutes left. I'm getting tired. I got a few minutes left. So much patience. Man, that should be that should be like on every trade, on every trading channel's advice for beginners. Patience required. Yeah. No. Yeah, black, yes. Albert. Black is sell, white is buy. So the bull bars are white, bear bars are black. And why do I do that? So I don't get emotions around it. I had red and green on my chart, and I found myself, once I switched to black and white, I found myself able to be more balanced emotionally, which is exactly the trick. That's what you want in trading. You just want to be super balanced, impartial. Win some, lose some, all good, either way. You know, even, baby. You want to be real even. Thanks for the question. How about those beats, though? Two minutes left on the candle. Here's the mantra, guys. Anything goes until bar close. Type that in the chat. Anything goes until the bar close. It's a reminder for myself, and it's a reminder for you. Anything goes until the bar close. Type it in the chat. That's the lesson for today. Anything goes until the bar close. Now, what does that mean? It means don't make decisions on the little up and down ticks that basically mean nothing. Wait for that bar to close and then make a decision. And so that's what we're doing here. Now, I think we could actually get this move up that I've been trying for all morning. So let's see. We could get it, we cannot get it. The bulls could fail at the moving average. You know, anything's possible. Anything goes until the bar close. Thank you, Albert. Everyone else, type it in the chat. Anything goes until the bar close. This is a reminder. This is a lesson of the day, okay? That's the lesson of the day. And what does that mean? It means you make decisions close to close. Why? Because the probability shifts close to close. If this candle, bar 26, closes strongly bullish, now you have context for a possible move up. Well, why? Because you got a double bottom here, right? We bounced right out of this key support area, okay? And now we're moving up. So if the bulls if the market as a whole sees a strong bull close here, right? If this guy closes on its high and we're 13 seconds away from that happening, so is that happening? Yes, it looks like that's happening. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closed on its high, okay? Very little tail. That means bulls are buying into the close. That means now the probability shifts for the bulls, okay? So that means that this trade is likely to work. I mean, we're a couple ticks away. So looks like we're about to make money here, but maybe not. All we know is that there's probability, okay? Probability means probably. Probability doesn't mean guaranteed. It just means probably, right? So I'm going for 3 points because the ATR is 3.5, okay? And then I entered around I entered towards the top of this bar here. So I'm okay with a 3-point profit target, and maybe the bears sell at the moving average, right? So that's another possibility as well. And I may move my stop here, reduce my risk a little bit. So what do the bulls need to do? They need to like actually cause some damage to the bear case, because the bears have been moving down all morning, right? So we're gonna be patient. because we're so close to that profit target getting hit. And as Albert said, anything goes until the bar closes. Come on. Air guitar, air guitar. Count down this candle with me. 57, 55, 52, 50, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, come on. 35 seconds, 34, 33. Okay, so we're looking at the 15-minute chart, guys. This is a 15-minute chart. If you look at the top part of your screen, 15-minute chart. If this closes bullish, then that will add to my conviction. So what that means is this would need to close near its high. Okay, so we got 13 seconds to see if the bulls pull it off. Disappointing. Disappointing. But disappointing doji. Yeah. there's nothing to say about that, but that was a disappointing close. So not exactly what I was looking for. What's going on here? Okay, so Albert's asking what happened. Do you see the blue line, Albert? You see this blue line? This is the exponential moving average right here, okay? So that's the average price. So what happened is there was some profit taking at the average price and the market's kind of going sideways. And that'll happen around the average price. We'll kind of go sideways. Like a lot of times the price will touch the moving average and then come back down and then go sideways, and you know it'll kind of flirt with that line a little bit. So rarely does the price just crack through it. That's very rare. Okay, so a lot of times what you'll see is this kind of hesitation, and then we'll either get that move up or we won't, right? So right now, we're just gonna wait for the next candle to close and see. This candle here is pretty neutral, right? And as you can see, there is some buying, right? If we switch to a 1 minute chart, this is a 1 minute chart. And what we can see on a 1 minute chart is you got higher lows, right? We came down here, higher low, another higher low. So, you know, I'm okay with holding long here. Because as long as the bulls continue to get bull closes, we're all right. And also, guys, we're a couple points from our profit target. We're less than a point from our profit target, okay? So, I think it's just, there's certain times where you just kind of wait and see, and you don't really rush to any conclusions, and you just accept that you could be wrong or right, you know? No one wants to hear that. Everyone wants to know what's the magic formula. What's the magic formula so you can win every trade every time? And that's not how the pros do it, right? We're one tick from our profit target, guys. One tick, okay? 2 minutes on the candle. 2 minutes. We're just gonna chill and wait for this candle to close and see what happens. Hopefully we get that close above the moving average, and we're a couple ticks away. Looks like we'll get there. I do not have a goal. I do not have a goal of how much I'm trying to make. I will take what the market will gives me, okay? I will take what the market gives me. So there's no goal. Albert, my goal is to execute my process consistently according to my rules and procedures. If I do that, the making money will take care of itself, okay? If I do that, the making money will take care of itself. Yes, sir, exactly, and you will refer to me as sir. Okay, so the score takes care of itself if you execute your process well, okay? There's a guy named Bill Walsh, and he led the 49ers. He was the coach for the 49ers. He wrote a book called The Score Takes Care of Itself. And this is how he won as a coach. This is how he got the Niners to win all those games. The score takes care of itself. You execute your process consistently according to your rules and procedures, and what? The score takes care of itself. In this case, the money making takes care of itself. You know, you'll win some and you'll lose some, but you will win consistently over time if you execute your process consistently over time. Now, what I said we wanted was a close above the moving average, and we just got that. So, will we get it here? Let's see. Let's see. Come on, guys. We're so close. We're so close. That's right, baby. That's right. Persistence pays. Persistence pays. I gotta do my money dance. I gotta do my money dance. If I'm dancing, that means I made money. If I'm dancing, that means I made money. Yeah. Yes, okay. So, the score takes care of itself. What's the lesson today? Execute your process and the score takes care of itself. That's the lesson. Guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. If you have any questions, ask me in the chat. I'm going to stick around for another couple minutes. this is my process, guys. These are my setups. Okay, breakout. This is the pattern I look for. Trend continuation or failed breakouts. Okay, so this is my process, and when I'm executing my process, this is what I'm looking to do. Okay. Now look at that. Exactly what we were saying. We came into this support zone, and then we bounced up. Yeah, so copy. Thanks for joining the stream. Or Kopi, sorry, Kopi, let us know where you're streaming in from, man. What city are you streaming in from, man? I'm here from San Diego. We've got California in the house. We got a few different cities. TSK from Atlanta's in the house, originally from New York. We've got Alongi from New Mexico in the house. Let us know where you're streaming in from, what city, and I will share with you how I entered this trade. Okay, so look at my chart. Kopi, look at my chart, okay? I'm gonna show you what I did yesterday, and I want you to go back and watch the stream from yesterday, okay? Because you're gonna see my strategy over the course of 2 days, and you're gonna see me do basically the same thing, okay? Which is the key with trading. You wanna be consistent. That's the name of the game in trading. Consistency, baby. The more consistent you are, the more consistently you'll make money. It's not about big wins. It's about consistency, okay? That's the name of the game more than anything else. So I'm gonna give you a link right now, and I'm gonna post it in the chat, okay? So after this stream, I want you to copy and paste that into your browser and go check out that live stream, and you will see what? You will see yesterday, which was Friday, okay? By yesterday, I mean the last trading day. Yesterday, I bought here, okay? I bought here. That's why I said buy signal, okay? And I made the thesis, okay, that because the previous day here, we came down here and we bounced out, and then we came down here again and we bounced out. I made the thesis that was gonna happen again. So I drew this box right here, okay? And I said, this is support, right? Amazing, Kopi's from Prague. Shout out to Prague, man. That's awesome. Okay, so the market tends to do what it's been doing. We're looking for patterns, right? Trading is about recognizing patterns. So look, you notice the pattern. We come into the key support area and we bounce out, and then it happens again, and then we bounce out. And so I was looking to buy down here as soon as I got a buy signal, and we got a buy signal here, and then we got another buy signal. So 2 consecutive bull bars, those are the white bars, with one closing near its high. Do you see how this second candle is closing near its high? Then I got long, okay? And then I got to move up. So that was on Friday, okay? That was on Friday. Now watch, what just happened? The same thing happened today. All I did was I took the exact same key support area box, which was right here. And then I watched today and I said, okay, let me extend it out to here. Okay, so this is the key support area. Support and resistance, it's not about key levels. People say key levels, it's not about key levels. It's a key area, okay? So all that happened is that we came down here just like that, and then we came down here, and I expected the same thing. So that's all that happened, okay? That's all that happened, is the same thing, right? And then again, I saw a buy signal, okay? So there's your buy signal, right? A bull bar closing near its high. In this case, it was 1, not 2, okay? And I got long, okay? And then I made money, and that's it. Any questions? Any questions? Feels good. Feels good. Okay, now look. Double bottom. Double bottom. Okay. Micro double bottom, big double bottom. Move up. The question is, how much progress can the bulls make there? Honestly, that's a great long position, but we've got all these prior levels to test, right? We've got a level here to test. 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 We've got a level here to test, right? We've got all these levels to test. So if the bulls are going to make some progress, right, they're going to be coming up to test those levels. Now here would be another reason to get long, because you've got a strong bull closing above the moving average. So that's a decent long trade, right? That's a decent long trade. Kopi, maybe, Kopi says maybe one day, Kopi says one day I'll get the balls for that. Kopi, what do you mean? Day trading? It does take balls, that's for sure. But what do you mean? What do you mean specifically? Guys, I recommend watching this stream from Friday. I'm gonna post in the chat one more time. Go check out that live stream, and you'll see the same strategy play out in real time. All right, so we got long down here, right? I think I got long there. And we went for 4 points. No, we went for 3 points. Yeah, because ATR. Yeah, that's right. All right. It feels good to win. It really does. But you know, in trading, you just can't be too attached to the wins or the losses. And you'll hear me say that a million times. I think what the win is from today. Yeah, Kopi, I understand. You know, one thing you can do, Kopi, is so Kopi said, you know, he's not ready to invest his money. I understand. But Kopi, one thing you can do is you can trade with a prop firm like I do. So I trade with the prop firm, right? That's how I got the funded account. So I think I showed you that. I was showing the certificate. There it is. Kopi, you can do this. You can get a funded account, right? And this is with Top Step. And this is how I got a 150K account with Top Step, right? So it's a way to actually trade that you don't have to worry about, you know, you don't have to, it's not as scary as like putting all of your money into a trading account and then, you know, worry about losing it. So this is Top Step, right? And you have these different options, right? Or you can earn funding. So this was the one I did, and it's 150 bucks a month, right? Now, if you wanted, you could do the 50K a month, and it would only be 50 bucks a month, right? So that's an alternative to, it's like when I was learning, I mean, I'm still learning, right? But in the beginning, before I really knew anything, and I just knew I needed experience if I wanted to be good, it made me feel more comfortable. Because then I'm like, okay, I'm not risking all my money, and what's the most you can lose? Well, if it's $50 for a valuation account to try and get a funded account, yeah, that's it. That's like the most you can lose. Now you can spend money on the resets and stuff like that, but here are the platforms that I use. I'll put them in the chat. That did not work. Let me try this again. Okay, there's the link to Top Step. You get 60% off if you use my discount. You get 60% off if you use my link. So I like a prop firm like that. It's called a prop firm because it was less scary. That's what it was. For me, it was less scary. Okay, isn't that awesome, guys? We took our profits here and then the market reversed down. So that means our strategy there with scalping was smart. It was actually really smart. By the way, guys, can you tell me in the chat how you found out about the stream? How did you get here today? I'm so curious. Go in the chat right now and tell me how you discovered the stream this morning. And I've been on here for like 2 hours, so I know some of you guys are just popping in here. But how'd you find out about the stream? Let me know in the chat. Okay, so one possibility, guys, is we form another bottom, right? Because it looks like there's now more buying pressure, right? Like you see, look, anything goes until the bar closed, so we gotta wait, right? But it looks like there's some buying pressure here. So we'll see. We'll see what this close does. This is gonna be a key close. This guy is gonna tell us something. Because if we get a higher low, then that means now the bulls have reason to add to their position. The bulls that entered here, if we get a higher low, might be looking to buy again, expecting maybe some of this, right? And we're in a trading range. A channel this bear channel is a leg in a trading range because this overall is a trading range, right? And this is how trading ranges, how do you know this is a trading range? Well, this is how trading ranges act. This was the low previously here, right? So in a trading range, you'll crack, let me draw a line. That was the prior low, right? This blue line from yesterday. By yesterday, I mean Friday, okay? So what happens in a trading range is you go below that line a little bit for a few points, and then you reverse up, okay? So that's how you know this is a trading range. So this was a bear channel, but this was a bear channel in an overall trading range. And if this is the overall trading range, go with me, guys. If this is the overall trading range, okay, the way that you trade a trading range is you buy low, sell high, okay? So that means you would want to buy down here in the bottom half or sell in the top half. And we're still kind of near the bottom half, okay? So another long here could make sense, but it looks like, let's see if we close past the midpoint. Okay, so this bear bar closed past its midpoint. So there's a big tail on the bottom, but it did close past its midpoint, and this bar, right, this candle is significantly bigger than this one, which shows you accelerated momentum to the downside. So I would not be excited to enter long here, and I will not be entering long there because I need to see a signal showing me that there's momentum to the upside, right? And right now, the bears could actually continue more momentum downward. So we'll see. I think you can probably going to be able to expect a lot of reversals. If the bulls get a close here, now we've got a higher low, right? Then we've got this, okay? So we'll see what happens, but we gotta wait for this candle to close as usual. All right, so Albert says, I seriously just got out of bed, jumped on YouTube and saw your channel. But Albert, how did you find the channel? Did you just land on, did you search? Did you search day trading or something? Or, yeah, was it through the search, YouTube search? Or just on the regular Discover page? And how about the rest of you guys? How'd you find the channel? Kareem, what's up? Hey Kareem, man, welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the love stream. What do we love here? We love making money. We love clicking buttons and making money. Kareem, where are you streaming in from? What city? Kopi, you were scrolling shorts, then you subscribed to me, and then you got a notification about the stream. Awesome. Kopi, thanks for letting me know. Albert, you were watching shorts and you found my stream through the shorts. Awesome. Cool, man. What'd you guys think of my shorts? Is there anyone you liked in particular? I'm still pretty new. But I've been having a lot of fun with the shorts. So let me know if there was a particular video of mine you saw that you really liked, because I'm working on 3 more videos this week. So the love stream. Yeah, because we love making money. We love clicking buttons and making money. Welcome to the love stream. What do we love? Money! Okay, so you're starting to see a channel form, right? That's what we could probably expect here, as long as the bulls get a decent close here. If they don't get a decent close here, then probably just expect a lot more trading range, up and down, reversal, reversal, reverse. TSK is asking, and guys, feel free to ask your questions in the chat. Is the NASDAQ futures the most volatile futures to trade? It depends, man. It depends. Volatility is really not what matters. Volume is what matters, right? Because you want enough volume so that you can place trades at whatever levels you want. And so you want something that a lot of people are trading. You want to trade the most traded instruments. And the 2 most traded instruments are NASDAQ futures and E-mini futures, right? Which is what I trade. I prefer E-mini futures because they're less volatile, to be honest. So it's not the most volatile, TSK. There's definitely more volatile things you could trade. But in terms of the indices, right? If you want to trade the index or unindex, it's one of the more volatile ones. And that's why I don't like it, right? Because you get these big swings in one direction or the other. So I like something that's a little less wild, right? A little less wild. Thank you for the question, TSK. I hope that's helpful. Okay, so guys, we were saying maybe we get a lower high and then a move up. And then look, it's not happening. What we're getting is more selling pressure, okay? So I would say maybe we expect a move down at this point, right? Maybe you want to get short here, right? Something like that. Not a good location though. And if anything, most likely I'm going to be expecting more reversals, right? Buying against 3 consecutive bear bars is probably not a good idea. TSK, you're very welcome, man. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the family, man. Thanks for being a part of my journey, dude. Albert, Albert, quit asking. What are you trading? Look at the top left-hand corner of the screen. Do you see that it says micro E-mini S&P 500 index futures? That's what I'm trading. Thanks, TSK. Yeah, well, you're watching me work. You can go back to the recording and watch all the trades that I took this morning. Decent morning, given the market conditions. I think we got two wins. Yeah, 2 wins, 1 loss this morning. 2 wins, 1 loss this morning. So we're up, baby, we're up. And yeah, I recommend futures, man. I think it's the best, personally. Guys, I'm gonna share my trade journaling with you. This is my trade journal. Every trader that's good journals their trades. So this is my warm-up process. Scheduled end time would be 9:15. And then I've got thoughts, emotions, perception, and decisions, right? So took a long scalp. Buy low, sell high. PT. ATR. 1. Okay, that was trade number 1. Trade number 2. Got long. Near support area, expecting a bounce up, stopped out, went a few points lower, then reversed up, took the loss, waited to settle emotions, then got back in long after micro double bottom right here. That was here, got long there. Okay, and then I like to do screenshots for the trade journal. Do some screenshots, right? So this is what I'm talking about. So we'll say trade 1, trade 2 and 3. AAR, after action report. First of all, stop the recording. Guys, I record every session. Always record the session. So I got the video as well as the YouTube. Cool down breath work, not necessary. Post session journaling, we're doing that now. Live stream today. Love stream. What do we love? Making money. Clicking buttons. And making money. That's what we love. Many cool people on my live stream today. Guys, you're making it in my journal. If you want to make it in my journal, Albert, the software is TradingView. And MES is the instrument that I'm trading. MES1's the instrument that I'm trading. If you want to make it in my journal, guys, If you want to make it in my journal, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. After action report. So you gotta journal your trades after every session. That's so key. Many cool people on live stream today. Frustrated because I took that one loss, but satisfied because I was able to execute my process, execute consistently according to my rules and procedures. And that's integrity. Albert, you're making it into my trade journal. And Albert is awesome. Oh, and Kopi too. And Kopi. Kopi, where did you say you're from? Prague, right? I think Kopi said he was from Prague. Yeah, Kopi's from Prague. That's awesome, dude. Oops. Okay, so that's the trade journal, and then we'll say specifics. What went well? Read the price action. Read the price action well today. Identified context and made decisions rationally for the most part. Mistakes made. My second loss was not necessarily a mistake, but could have held and added on. And avoided the loss, but to be honest, look at bar 23. After that, it is reasonable to exit because chance of downside breakout increases. Opposition you faced. Was tempted to break my process, but I did not. What did I learn? I learned my job is to execute my process consistently according to my rules and procedures, and the score takes care of itself. And if I do that, the score takes care of itself. The score takes care of itself. One of the best coaches in NFL history. Score takes care of itself. No. Proud of my performance today. Let's see how we do tomorrow. All right, so that's the process. That's my process, guys. That's how I do it. Every session I trade, I analyze what I did well, analyze the mistakes I made, and then I try again the next day. And that's the way to succeed at anything. It's the way to succeed at anything. Pay attention to your results. Pay attention to your mistakes. When you learn, when you win, learn what worked. When you lose, learn why. Get better every day. And that's it. If you do that, how can you lose? So there you go. Guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being on the stream. You're amazing. I love you all. I'll see you next time. I'm out of here.